Hey guys, and welcome to a new theory video. It's been a long time since I last made one, and I recently noticed something and thought I'd make a little video about it. As you know, the new chapter 175, is coming out very soon. If you haven't seen my spoiler video yet and want to know what happens in the newest chapter, you can just click on the link in the video description. Anyway, Jigiri is very much involved in the new chapter, and in the past I had googled the back numbers of some characters and wanted to know if they might have a symbolic meaning for them. A few numbers and their meaning matched the characters, but I thought it was just a coincidence. Now I had informed myself a little about Jigiri's number, and after this had also matched, I'm relatively sure that it is possible to read out various attributes or storylines from the back numbers of the individual characters. I've picked out a few characters for this, and I'd say, let's just look at them in more detail. Let's take Jigiri as a first example. Jigiri has the number 44, but what does 44 mean spiritually? Spiritually, we sometimes lose focus, getting sidetracked and losing sight of our goals and dreams. But seeing 44 is a sign that your angels are nearby, giving you strength, energy and focus so you can do what you need to do. Not only can the number 44 symbolize self-discipline and balance, but also knowledge, inner power and the future. The translator Hayori also posted something about the number and said, 44 as an angel number is a harbinger of stability and harmony, meaning that hard work will soon pay off and that if you ask for it, you will be rewarded for your efforts. And all the mentioned aspects really apply to Jigiri. Jigiri's big dream was always to become a football player, but he lost sight of his dream after his knee injury and was afraid to ever play real football again, until he met Isagi in Blue Lock, who rekindled the fire in him. So Jigiri has taken up his dream again, and in the Neo Egoist arc, Jigiri trains under Chris Prince and works on his physis to increase his endurance, as well as strengthen his knee and body. We know that Jigiri had to be substituted early in the match versus the U20 due to his injury. However, in the latest chapter, his high potential is evident by his rating of 90, and we can be sure that Jigiri will be a very strong player in the future. Another example is Kuan with the number 2. As we all know, Kuan was the captain of Team Z in the beginning, and he organized the team and their tactics. However, later in the match versus Team W and the Wanima brothers, he turned out to be a traitor of Team Z, joining Team W. Looking at the symbolic meaning of the number 2, it turns out Angel number 2 also serves as a warning. Make sure you select your friends and partners sensibly according to this advice. It's possible not everybody in your group is a true friend. To take full advantage of you, some of them are professing to be. You need to find out who these people are and try to get rid of them. So we got another number here that correctly specifies a character's attribute, in this case Kuan's. Let's move on to the next example, Kunigami. Kunigami had the number 9 at the beginning of the manga before he changed in the wild card. The number 9 says, it is a symbol of patience and tranquility. In numerology, it is known as the number of faith and love. There are a number of characteristics associated with digit 9, such as spiritually, togetherness, and the ability to perceive things clearly. In terms of complexity, it's the most advanced number. As we know, old Kunigami was a kind-hearted person who always cared about the welfare of his fellow players and other people. Kunigami wanted to be a superhero for others and accordingly was Isagi's first real friend in the Blue Lock project. Furthermore, the number says, you weren't ready for it at the time, so it couldn't have happened. Now that you've gained enough experience, it's time to take the next level. A spiritual awakening occurs at 9 and is occurring right now, so if you're wondering what 9 signifies spiritually, this is the time. So the number was already a hint of what will happen to Kunigami in the future, and that he will be the character who will make the biggest change, which is ultimately what will happen with the wildcard. Later, Kunigami no longer has the number 9, but the number 50. Why Kunigami got a different back number isn't known so far, but can be assumed that it was simply adapted to his new character. The number says, many people who have made it to fame in the world have done so by going their own way. It is true that we all have a destiny, but only our guardian angels and ourselves know what it is. It is important that we remain free enough to allow ourselves to do what we want to do. Again, a clear allusion to Kunigami's transformation. Kunigami is a completely different person since the wildcard challenge, and for the first time, he only cares about himself and puts his own interest before others. He doesn't just want to be a hero for others and wants to fight for his own sake. So yeah, I haven't searched up all the other players and their numbers, but I'm pretty sure that they will also have a kind of meaning as well. Kaneshiro is probably very interested in numbers and their symbolic meaning, and uses them for the characters to kind of foreshadow what could happen to them in the future. What do you think about this theory? Was it just a kind of coincidence, or what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, stay safe and have a nice day.